Don't start fucking with me already, stream. I'm gonna lose it. I'm a freak. Oh. Okay. Sorry, guys. Gotta open up NordVPN. Not sponsored. No, I don't want to install it. VPN. Nord. What? Should I restart my computer? I don't want to fuck with anything. Okay. Hold on, Slay the Princess. Where the fuck is NordVPN? Okay. Special delicate IP off. We've disconnected. And our bitrate is still bad. So let's reconnect. That didn't fix it. Let's turn on Ret Protected Pro. And then now let's turn it off. Why is the bitrate low? Oh, okay, it fixed itself. Don't know why. Don't know where. We'll meet again. Somewhere. I wish I knew why there was a problem. And I wish I knew why whatever I do fixes it. But I don't. Don't know where. Will. Man, I'll probably never know why. So that's mildly frustrating, but that's enough about me today. Upload a YouTube video today. Good for Frankie, doesn't have to eat a ghost pepper. Almost finished editing the magic stream. I got it to I cut it all the way down. The only thing I have to add is like the graphics over it. But besides that, it's all nice and done. So let me text Jules, because she specifically requested that Frankie, she needed me to text her. My light's flickering, I don't know why. I'm gonna unplug it and replay. Oop, that's the wrong one. Ugh. Oh, it's so bright, bro. Okay. It's a little bright. Let me turn them down a smidge. It's a bit better. Anyway, oh my god. Okay, so whenever I turn the light down, it starts flickering. No, it also flickers at max brightness. You just can't tell. We can kind of tell. I can tell. I think that's why it hurts my head, because it's like flickering. Whatever. I'm streaming Slay the Princess. Fulfilled my duty. I'm just gonna rotate it. Okay. Bit better. But anyway. Well, let's just fucking hop right into it, I guess. Ooh, is this always gonna... What is this? Why is this? There you go. Problem solved. Whatever. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart to see them through. Actually, you're recording this. We're recording. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There is no premature ending. There is no wrong decision. There is only fresh perspective and new beginnings. Okay. Hold on, let me put the link for Jules. No, I'll just do it in every... Nah, whatever. Okay. Finally. Slay. Oh, I'm here. I see, Jules. I see. Alright. Let me know if the audio is too loud. I think it's fine. There's a lot of pages. Oh, it's loading. New game.
You're on a path in the
It's
woods.
narrated? Okay.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the
I guess
world.
it's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Whoa. That's a lot of options. To the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Yeah, be a real bad boy edgelord. Do I get a reward or something? Okay, thanks for telling me. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. Well, I feel as though I'm a tad bit curious.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, so that's pretty narrow-minded thinking. But how can the princess be locked away in the basement? Yeah.
Don't linger on the specifics.
Okay.
You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Who is we? Who am I? Who are you? You're just a voice in my head. Do you have any do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin.
Because I was brought here.
If it weren't to complete a very important task. You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Hell, when you put it like that. Hell. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her. If she's bad, then you can say maybe she'll slay her. But if you've made anything until I've never...
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily
How
trap
does he
you in
know
her web
already,
of
though?
lies.
I don't know.
And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Nuh-uh. I don't get seduced by no maidens. I have a heart of solitude and stone.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
How does he know there is a cabin? You haven't even been there before.
Go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
How do I know there's a
The
cabin?
short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to
Is this
save
my voice?
princesses, not slay them.
Yarg.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, there's I'm schizophrenic. Okay. Ooh, get out of my head. Why is there a princess in the cabin? Why is there a cabin?
The interior of the cabin is almost
I will
high
never
in the
pull
air.
out. What about Jenna
The air
though?
is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a priest. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I didn't bring a weapon. Well, I want the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult
Is
to
that
slay
your
the princess and
voice?
save
No,
the
that's
world
the
without
hero's
it.
voice. I'm no hero.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Okay.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
That's a good way to
Her
think
voice
about it.
carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
All right.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost
Fuck, what did I do? Right click pauses the game, guys.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Just
Oh,
checking
It's been so
in.
long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten
Is
about
it your
me.
choice? It's your choice. It's always my choice. No, I didn't forget about you. I mean, I didn't know you existed until
downstairs
seconds ago.
And lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why is there only one chain on you, bro?
She's so coldly beautiful.
Okay.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Remember to save, you need to remember. There's autosave. How do I quick save? Bam. Okay, the hero voice is a bit of an incel.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You crazy, girl. You crazy. You got me. Oh, you. I haven't
How about you
decided.
drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
That sounded
Look
seductive.
how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
I don't need the voice of an
Don't you
incel.
dare.
Not an incel.
It's fine.
Whatever
we
they're
can decide
called.
what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Who's us? Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Unceremonious.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Smiley face.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
There's an incel voice. Oh. Unarmed.
We'll be
Baby,
fine.
I got these.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Simp, not incel. Simp. You're right.
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
You're going to need it. I don't think how he talks.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Damn, bitch. Didn't even get me dinner first. Yeah, this is pretty awkward. Are you coming on to
Don't jump to any
me?
weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I roll. Yawn. There's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. Who What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long
A
time.
girl, whoa.
Just how long has she been down here?
I was thinking voice of hero.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. But how have you survived if you've been down here for so long? You got a creepy smile. Deflect. Who's them? No, but I'm sure they have their reasons here. No. I was hoping you could tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, so you had to imagine where to start.
I believe her.
Shut the fuck
She
up.
doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Technically, I guess.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Who's them? The voices in my head, I guess.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
No.
That doesn't sound right to me.
I
And I don't
agree.
think it sounds right to you either.
Get out of my head.
Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
You're so smart. You're so
She has
smart.
a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation,
Yeah,
and there's a reason you've listened.
Oh my god. It's not because of you.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
I don't want you to tell me that. That would be more suspicious.
But you don't really know me, do you?
How would I know
What can
you?
my word possibly be worth in a
I just
situation
knew
like
you
this?
existed minutes ago. Minutes ago. I
She's right
existed
about
minutes
one
ago.
thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Sure, whatever, narrator.
Like I said, it's all about trust.
Frankie, I don't know if you know this,
Trust.
but dating a real girl for 3 months, I've heard women are physically incapable of hurting others. I would trust a princess. That
So
is
do you
true.
trust me?
All
The
women.
prisoner, the victim.
Oh, the
princess
victim
clearly
card.
incapable of
Alright.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust.
Yeah,
This
all
is
women
about risk.
are beautiful
We
angels who
stand
can
to
do
lose
no
everything.
wrong.
All for the sake
And these
of
narrator
one
are
person,
ugly,
and a
ugly
subjugating
men.
monarch, no less.
Ugly men trying to tell me what to do. Also, welding goggle tan line is devious. I don't have a welding goggle tan line. That's just because of how the sun hits me. How would I get out of here? What's your name? I've been down here. Okay, we're talking now. Okay, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
That's a weird thing to do.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
How about I call
Again,
you
she offers no
bitch.
specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer.
You're
out
not
of her.
being very trust building. You're not being very bus
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
How would I have the
I'm
key?
sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
What does that mean?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure.
How long you've been down here?
Too long.
Yes, queen. That's a weird deflection. I'm feeling a lot of deflection happening here. You're not really being really reciprocal of my questions, and I feel like everyone in this situation is demanding a lot out of me here, and I feel like I'm not getting offered a lot in return.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Maybe like the knife, the keyhole? I don't think that's how that works.
You know why you're.
I know I'm here. Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away at least for a bit. We get to know each other a little while. Keep her. I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Amen. I think I sit on the fence. Yeah, I also
Leaving
take
her
that as
alive
cutting the
is
hand
too
off.
risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
You see, this is the talking llama. Talking llamas.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
That's a different font. And that is really threatening.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a
Okay,
choice.
so now we're
Let's
threatening.
hope for all our sakes
Now
it's
we're
the right one.
Janet Frankie's screwed? No. We're threatening now. Okay, let's save. What is this game? Slay the Princess. I don't know anything about it. Well, I don't want to get her out of here. She's being really mean to me. Hello, Shadow Sparrow. Welcome to the stream. I've made my choice. Well, like, I don't know. It's either I let her out or I kill her. And she was really mean to me. Neat art style. It is a fun art style. I think I'm gonna try to slay thine princess. She seems nice. She was really mean. And I don't like mean people.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Oh. No one whose eyes are as big as their fists is trusting. Whoa.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Why am I like this? Am I like a creature?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity.
She is...
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you.
I knew you'd go down this
Completely
one. Are you a
broken.
creature?
I'd
I
be
think
lying
so.
if I said I wasn't a
Look at
little
my finger.
disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Yes. Yes.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is.
Ooh.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
All right. I'm dead.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
So we've come back. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
This is a weird specification.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Voice of the Broken? Where'd you come
She is
from?
not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
There's more voices now. There's more voices now.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time.
Can I
you
not
and
hear the other voices that were like clearly contradicting him?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay, indulge me.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Yeah, that did
What were
happen.
we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now?
Oh man, I hope there's no more wolves. No more wolves.
She's just a princess. Slaying her
Frankie's
shouldn't have
already
been
schizo
difficult,
enough.
but
Yeah.
congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, no, my actions had consequences, but the only action that had consequences was listening to you. I died because I listened to the narrator, no? I just helped another streamer with this game. It was really cool. He listened and he managed to get a better route because of my assistance. That does sound like what a helpful viewer would aid.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario...
Yeah, there isn't...
that begs the
I feel like
question
there's
of
no
how we got
consequences.
back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
She kissed me on the lips
Do you think the
gently.
people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything?
Well, I'm saying unhindered.
Just like I told you she
probably like
If she
broke her
ended
heel
the
or
entire
something.
world, why should we even bother?
Tell him.
We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains, and let her do whatever she wants. It's all
Amen.
the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those
We
things can be
haven't
true at the
seen
same
that
time.
I am capable.
Chin up. I believe in you.
Thank you, narrator.
Just be quick about it.
Oh, so many things. She killed me last time around. How can I show that's not gonna happen again? All that she did last time was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess, so why is she so strong to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess.
Oh, don't worry, I
Whatever you
will. He
think
can make his own
happened to
choices
you
if he
last time,
loses.
just get it
Good
out of your
upload, by
head
the
before
way. I
you get to
didn't know the
cabin,
game was such a
and you'll be
trip. Yeah,
fine.
it was fun.
Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Yeah, it didn't
Can
sound
we
like she
tone down the
tried.
pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you
It's
do,
hard.
don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Don't pledge myself to her.
People locked her in that basement.
Who?
And I
What
told you
people?
what this place is.
It's a path in the
a
woods.
path
Don't
in the-
overcomplicate things. Shut the.
Look,
Yeah, why didn't the people slay her?
I'm not supposed to say this.
She's not just a
but
princess.
It's because you're special.
I'm
You're the only person capable of doing this.
him.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things
I
are.
won't spoil it. Thank you, Shadow Sparrow.
Oh. I didn't know we were special.
Okay, well,
Of course you're special. Why else would you
why else would I be
Who
here?
cares if you think we're special?
Oh.
As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over
This
again.
is just like Inside Out. The voice of the broken is sadness. The voice of the hero is joy. I don't know who the narrator is yet, but come on, you gotta be picking up what I'm saying here. And
I've told you everything you need to know.
Riley.
Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more. The less you know about her, the better.
I disagree. I think knowledge is power.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk
But
to
she
her.
killed
don't
me
trust
because
her,
you
just go
listened.
in.
I listened to you.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath.
Who discovered inner monologue? No.
Warning. Before you
the
go
inner
any
monologue has voices. They sound different. Oh,
She
please
will
don't
lie,
refer to them.
She will cheat.
Please don't refer
She
to
will
them.
do everything
Please
in her
don't
power
refer
to
to
stop you from slaying
them
her.
to those characters.
Don't
You
believe a
figured it
word
out.
she
This is
says.
Inside Out is your pops from your mind. She will lie. She will cheat. She'll do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word
Lying?
she says.
Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
Well, she kind of
She
lied.
caught us off guard last time.
I wouldn't say
We'll
she
be
caught
fine.
us off
At least
guard
one
last
of you still
time.
has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whine.
He is a little
that's what you
whiny, huh?
I guess I don't have a say here.
No, you have a say, Sadness. It's okay. I'm gonna name them Broken, Brock, Hero.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it. Why do we feel so small?
I do feel
We
little.
don't feel small. We are small.
Okay. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
What's this then?
There's definitely a mirror.
Thank you,
There isn't.
Hero.
Who cares? if
Now
there's
I
a
don't
mirror?
believe you,
We're all going to
narrator.
die
We're not. This is a
anyway.
bad.
And
This
I'm
is
sure
looking
that if
bad
we
on
looked in
us.
there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us.
What do
We
I
don't
look
need any
like?
reminders of what we are.
I'm sorry if it was the broken. I'm ignoring
For the
you.
last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a
Well, there's a
grisly
mirror.
visage
There's a mirror.
any
Sorry,
time
buddy.
in the
There's a
near
mirror.
future.
There's a mirror, and I'm gonna look in it because
So,
I'm
for what it's
Frankie
worth, If there
D'Ambra.
were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in
Yeah, I
it.
probably do look perfectly
Do you
normal.
not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I really am.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are. I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
I do agree that he's
I'm not
lying.
lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about... You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Why can't I look at myself?
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
He admitted that she killed me. He admitted to this. This is the Tumblr
Take
version
the
of
blade from the
Stanley
altar.
Parable.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Oh, that's funny. Thank God they left this ladder here to find for me and grab this knife. And how do I open this door? I'm like 2 feet tall.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase, with steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from
Is she
below.
a giant?
For a moment, you almost feel at ease. Huh. This is actually kind of still
Shut
a
the
start,
fuck up,
isn't it?
Sinus.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is her booming voice rolls up.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there.
Is she a mistress
She wants
now?
us to see her. We need to
Was
see
she
her.
giant before? No.
Should we be worried about your
She
sudden
just
change
stood
in
on my
attitude?
neck, so she looked
Just a
really
few minutes
tall.
ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was.
Big
Now
lady.
You want to go down there.
No.
It doesn't matter what that little voice
Yes,
says.
ma'am.
He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, then
Alright, I only had the option to continue
making your way
downstairs.
down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting
Oh my
effort.
God, I get
Every
it. I'm
step
small.
requiring
I'm
you to clamber
5'6",
over one edge
I get
before
it.
dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is
By the
nothing
way, you're
to her.
tiny. Yeah, I noticed.
It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
I just have like
Drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that.
Well, you told
And
me
yet you
to.
did. She's so much more than us.
Okay. Is this guy the
You don't
incel?
understand what
Or
it
the
feels
simp?
like
Or
to be in
whatever?
her presence.
This one's the simp, right? Sadness is the simp.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Well, okay. I have a little bit of self-respect. Come on. A little.
But the words don't leave
Alright.
your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle.
Need to
and
know
your
his voice
knees hit
actor
the
for
floor.
personal reasons.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
I could talk while standing. I'm really small. I feel like me being on my
Last
knees
time
doesn't
you
really
met, you
help.
told me I was destined to end the world.
Well, I was told
that
that
wrapped
I
itself
was.
around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Well, you didn't squeeze my lungs, so you got
I
it
could feel
wrong.
its fundamental truth awaken me.
Alright, so
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
you'll know
And
the simp,
world as it is
alright.
now
Okay.
is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Okay.
That gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn. You are the only one who can deal with her. And
Why?
if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, and you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off.
Yeah, I could do it. I can save the world. What would you do? What would you have me do? What do you plan? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do whatever you want to be. I have a question for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. I am yours to command. Let's put that one on the back burner. What do you
All
plan?
you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
You can't do that? If you're so powerful, can't you just do that yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
Oh my god, this is... Let her be independent. This is the little incel argument tactic.
The story
I could
of
if
a
I wanted to,
terrible
but I don't want
bountiful
to.
God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
I don't. No hate.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn. A better dawn. Submit now. Submit later. It makes no difference.
I
Because in
feel
the
like
end,
I have the upper
matter how
hand here. I
vainly
feel like
you
I
struggle
feel like you
against
can't
me,
break out of those
my
chains.
will triumphs over yours.
I feel like you can't break those chains, and I feel like this is all copium. I'd listen to the Broken if I were you. He's a nerd. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can do whatever you want to be. Yeah.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am.
Well, what do
And
you...
I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Sure. You could say that, I guess. Divine truth.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
What privilege?
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill.
I've heard,
if
I've
you'll
heard.
have it. But it is not a place
She
for
loves
equal.
me.
It is a place for
She
something
loves
worthy to
me.
be kept. A priest, perhaps. Or a pet.
She loves me. Alright.
Your will was so easily broken.
Bro, what the
Am I
fuck do you
that
mean?
magnificent?
No, you're not that magnificent, bro. It's just two options. I hate this person so much.
All
Inch
you need
mile
to do
chat,
now is
remember.
break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you
But
do
she's
this.
a big lady.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Big lady.
Is she talking about you?
How can you
impossible.
talk to the voice
She's
in
not
my
supposed to be able to
head?
interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Get out
A
of my
shriveling little
head!
worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, my
Rise,
head!
my little bird.
Get out of my head!
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, they're now one.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done. You poor, wretched little thing.
Only a small percentage of people actually get to
You
this part. I'm
already do
impressed.
believe.
Thanks.
You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
What does this mean?
Please, don't do this.
Please don't do this. I'm sorry. I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. What does this mean? I don't know what this means. Here, I'm gonna click
There's
it.
nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
He sits in the corner of my mind in a chair with his arms
The
folded.
chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the
Wow.
end is upon us.
You guys are little.
What a good disciple you are. Come.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. And then everything.
Okay. but you do not take her hand. Something has taken her away and left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I want to look
I'm
at
begging
myself.
you, don't do this.
I want to know what I look like. The mirror has never scared you
It's
before.
different now. It feels, I don't know, final. I don't want to look at us.
Well, I want to look at me. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
I don't feel that. The music crescendoing,
I don't want
unrelated.
to look at us.
I do. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me. Yep, that's me. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Oh no, he's bald. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're talking about me, right? I'm not fragile. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Sig time. Attack the entity. Destroy your body. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I guess I'm just a little guy. Ooh.
Thoughts without connections. A dim
Not
and
you.
nascent network. I wish to be more.
Okay. But what do you think I
I
am?
think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a big fish in a small pond situation here.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance. A figure capable of bending everything to her will.
Oh, like
She
this
will make for a
one?
terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Who am I talking to? I mean, it was, Oh wait, okay. Am I talking to the creature, not the big lady? I'm talking to the little hands.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
You're right there.
She is part of me, and part
Isn't
of me
profanity
is
is
her.
profanity allowed on this channel? Yeah. Yeah, it's loud. Who is she? Maybe you should find out. I'm trying. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles.
Alright.
Does
Yeah,
it matter
okay,
where
I
one
kind
thing
of do.
begins and another ends?
Well, I'd say yes. I would say yes. Do we know each other? Did I know you in high school?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay. Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness.
So no.
I could
Okay,
not have
okay.
trapped you here.
I too
And I
yearn to be
too-
free. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Damn straight.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
I don't want to destroy my body.
I know only that they are. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Can you do custom emotes on YouTube? I think so, but I don't know if I have like enough things.
Bring me more perspectives.
Bring me more
so
perspectives.
That I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill
I
you?
have not lived.
Therefore, I'm not afraid
I
to
am not
die.
afraid.
Okay, that makes sense. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite.
I need a
The
sick
rest
time
will
emote.
find their own way home.
Okay, yep. And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess over destroying the world. If I help you...
You ask of things that cannot be done.
To destroy is merely
To
to remake, to remote.
Then we will be here forever, as
Alright, I'll help you.
she asks that I tell you to remember her.
So you're not her.
You won't.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
The real Slay the
And
Princess
in
starts
the basement
here?
of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. So that thing... Forget to remember. Okay. So I have to get perspectives? Does that mean I have to get every ending? Is that what it's implying? Is the implication here that I have to get every ending? Okay.
You're here to sleep.
Alright, we should be back. I don't know what happened. My internet just died for a second. But we should be good. All's good. Okay, so I just need to get perspectives. You're good. Okay, cool. Does the stream look better than it did last night? Everyone. I guess I can just check for myself. Because I think I fucked up the settings and I think I fixed it. Oops. Yes. Okay. Fuck. Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to open up my phone. Yes. No, it wasn't the green screen. I took over. I fucked with a lot of the OBS settings until I hope it fixed itself. And I think I fixed it. Yeah, okay, well, it looks way better. I promise you, it's not just because there's a green screen. Silently continue to the cabin. There are more you would like.
The interior of the cabin is almost
There's
entirely
more
bare.
you would
The
like,
air
but
is stale and
some
musty,
wouldn't
and
be
the
on
floor and walls
perspectives.
are painted in a fine
Okay.
blade is your implement.
I'm just gonna enter the basement. You're not gonna talk?
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Is this a different voice?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
It is nice to see you again.
She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's
Shut up, narrator.
Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Well, I don't have a key.
Okay.
Hi. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
She's a lot
Is
nicer now.
Princess her name or her title? What if it's both?
People
Could
are
you
way
imagine being
nicer when you
named
talk to them without a knife in your hand. So your name is Princess. ...
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten.
Yeah,
I must have a
okay.
name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
That's weird.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for
He
herself.
remade the world.
Hopefully you're starting to
It
see that
made
she
all the
can't be
DOM
trusted.
subbed.
Go
Hermits.
back upstairs, get the blade.
Shut up, narrator. I don't know anything about you, and for all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. You're the first person I've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking? I was wondering
I
that
don't
too.
see what that has to do with anything.
What do you mean?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? The princess hesitates, but she doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have... She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Well, I disagree. If I'm gonna let you out, I wanna know what you're gonna do.
It's not like you'd believe me.
What are you gonna do? Just tell me. Hell, you know what, lady? When you're right, you're right.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
Shut up.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
How would I have the
Maybe
key,
it's
lady?
somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key.
Oh, yeah? I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key's lying around here somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can find something else to break you free. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay. You try the door.
Did the narrator just lock me in the basement?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her
chill,
teeth
chill,
tearing
bro.
through her limb with
What
the
the
determination of a trapped wolf.
Whoa! What? Dude, Inch Mile, we just talked about this. We just talked about the inch and the mile.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens.
I'll save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm.
What the
just
fuck?
above the unyielding
Why does she
chain
look so
binding her to this place.
as I'm sawing off her arm?
You cut into her flesh.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The blade is sharp, and
She-
it takes little effort to crack through the bone
She
of her
seems
arm.
unaffected.
Her limb falls to the ground. And then she didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
She's a girl boss. I would have tried destroying my thumb first. Yeah.
She didn't.
But she's went like.
She smiles
Oh,
softly
but
as her
look how
gaze meets
cute
yours.
she looks.
Blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let... As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I'm not in control. Warn her? Oh. Thank God I checked.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
He is okay, smiles at you.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
This
Stop
isn't
it.
fair.
Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
I don't trust this narrator.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
You don't know me. Rah,
She
rah.
nervously reaches towards you and
okay.
takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you
Well, I would say
doing?
my claws, but yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
No way you're gonna kill me.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
I think you should go
It is
slay the seven slay the princesses.
But you aren't
Nah.
dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
How? She's so cute looking. Look at her with the big old eyes. Dog.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch.
I'm sorry.
But she
She
seems
doesn't hardly
sorry.
use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before...
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Oh.
Can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice.
But look at
It's
her. She's so pretty.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in your head to
Yeah. I have a terrible sense of deja vu. But I died.
assure you that you're not dead. If he doesn't remember what happened. Yes, our beloved.
Oh, I
Yes,
skipped.
you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save them. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
New
Then you should
voice
know that
dropped.
we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever
Okay.
you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Hell, you know
What
what?
can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Amen, brother. Whew.
A warning. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Amen.
I think we've already been over this.
Risk it's
Pretty
already
sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Whoa.
Don't pay their bickering any mind.
He's not that bad, guys. You guys really don't like him. He's just been chill so far.
The interior of the cabin is clean and
I wanna look at the mirror. 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 Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we...
Wipe away the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Darn, they got me
I hope you know
again.
How ridiculous you look.
Oh, they got
There was
me
a mirror a
again.
second ago, and now it's gone.
Pity.
We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly
Feather?
sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Do I have feathers?
The door to the basement
Nah, he cool
creaks
sometimes.
open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Yes, I
can
remember
hear wedding
it.
bells already.
I know.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess.
Well, I
We can
wouldn't
still
say
do right by
that.
her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the minute you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
No way, this guy's the simp, right? This guy's
You know she can't
awesome.
hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Okay.
Your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Why'd you put the chain back
Did
on?
you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Oh, I know we're
She called us a
dashing.
hero.
Oh yeah, she
Flattery
did.
really goes a long way with the two of you, does it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she
killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense, our beloved. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. We damned a whole world? But everything reset? Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever.
Oh yeah, Rick
Especially
and
not
Morty,
without leaving
buddy.
a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This
Don't
is
italicize the sigh.
horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity.
I like this
to
guy.
sweep
We
her
don't
off
like
her
this
feet
guy. This guy's
and
not
treat
chill.
her like the lady she is.
Mm-mm-mm.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? We never saw a world end.
He's right.
And now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been.
I shan't.
I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let...
What happened
You
after I died?
And now we're talking.
Alright, well, that is what happened.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was...
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
I don't feel that way.
That's because she's perfect.
Amen,
You think
brother.
She has someone like him telling her what to do. She doesn't. There's no one else like... I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I know. You know what? Did you end the world, you
I don't
crazy
know.
girl?
Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made...
Isn't that just like our darling
No, it would
princess?
have made me
She
happy.
wants
I
to make
prefer
us
you did
happy.
end the world.
My heart melts further with every word that... Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
She said you didn't. I would not say. No, I don't want it
Then
to
I
end.
didn't end the world.
There you go. Look at that chat room.
See? She didn't confess anything.
Dink.
She is innocent.
Cross it off, everyone.
Not so...
Well,
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
okay. You see, now I'm sensing a red flag here.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chain. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay,
Okay.
with any
The voice of the
idea we came
hero
up with.
is
Am I the
slowly
only one who
becoming
thinks that's
the
weird?
most normal guy here.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic... No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that...
Well,
No. I can't
Oh
let you
my
do that.
God.
If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
what? Whoa. Hello. I don't want to kill myself.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of
I'm
strong
making
feelings.
tacos, what did I
And
miss?
Doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Not much.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Well, it was fate.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and
Oh,
smothers
yeah.
you in a joyful embrace.
You know,
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Oh, I'm saving
Luckily for
myself,
Mr.
buddy.
Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
God and anime.
What do we do now?
I don't fucking know. I didn't know. I got this Frankie falling in love with Smith. Yeah, this man's really funny. What do you want to
Let me
do?
guess. End the world?
No, she's not gonna say
Spoken
that.
with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Amen.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Okay.
I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave.
The princess closes her eyes and then she shrugs.
I don't know.
I want you to tell me. You want there must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just can't. I just want to leave. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand The last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Oh yeah.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do. And look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to, I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you.
Oh,
She
look at
doesn't
her.
know what happens after we walk up the stairs. Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Happened
That's a
again.
familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair!
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world. Enough with this true love nonsense. Of course you wouldn't understand.
Why can't I do that?
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
I don't know
I'm just
about
along
that.
for the ride at this point.
Okay, yeah, you've got.
You place your hand on and the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Got the magic touch.
Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade
She's
from
not
the
gonna
table
kill
and
me,
slay
is
her
she?
before it's too late.
I'm not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
every
it's funny.
opportunity you can to draw
Yeah,
out the
it's
end of the
funny,
world and
it's
make me
funny.
suffer.
I think it's funny.
I hate you.
Well, you're a nerd.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Well, I thought you said you wanted that.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, open, and then you step outside.
Alright.
A happy ending at last.
Whew, it was that easy.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat.
Why do we
worthy
have
of a
feathers?
princess.
Hey, it's this guy again. Goodbye. Okay. But you don't get a chance to make the jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a mirror? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes.
Yeah, you said that last
I fear that we won't
time.
like what we'll see. What if we just sit here?
Come on, come on. It's not the end for. It's the end for you, not for me. I was seeing the other side. It's gonna be okay.
She'll be there waiting for.
I bet. You reach forward, but they're gone once again. That mirror will always make them leave, but you need to see what's in it. I've grown? Did I grow? I don't feel like I've grown. I've grown though. Smile, big boy. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin. Hello.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes. Whenever you are ready, I will. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What is the long quiet? The time in between me walking to the cabin. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me.
That's alright. They're
I
difficult for
never
me
fully
too.
leave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you
Well,
the vessels
I
you choose
wanna
to bring
ask
me
you
carry
questions.
far more meaning than anything words could say in the
Okay.
eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth
Is it
of my
now?
experience
The
stretches
long
to new
quiet? I don't
corners.
think so, because I'm
There are
talking.
contradictions, conflicts in my nature,
Maybe.
and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. When this is all done, do you know what you want? Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god, there's so many things to say. Okay. When I go back, and it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why am I not able to? Why can I not do the same thing I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now.
So damn real,
Inaccessible.
preach queen.
The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths.
Real.
What I will be is different than what I am,
That.
and what I
Okay.
am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
That's
but in this
fair.
moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Oh, you'll know me, baby. Don't you worry. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My
It's
joy
fair.
is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers.
Every
And
perspective.
every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
Oh yeah, I did.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
It's weird to say.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Sorry, Jenna texted me.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of how.
Okay.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. You will have your rest in due time.
It's okay. I'm ready to go
I
back.
will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Oh, why don't I just leave? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Turn around and
Seriously?
leave.
You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you
Though. I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the new dawn. Gonna walk in the opposite direction now.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands and ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Don't call him annoying.
That's strange.
Oh.
It looks like this path also leads. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Remarkably selfish.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
Yeah, it dies forever.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large... And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think
not
about
me.
it, walking
I'm
up
different.
to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
No.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have...
Oh, yeah.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as... And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Is the music playing in reverse?
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Okay.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me. You've doomed us all. You know that, right?
Yeah.
But of course you do.
I've heard.
Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest and you lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness.
I do like the
It's not
word
like any of that time spent
tromping.
lost in the woods really matters because it isn't long before the... You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. If Last I checked, that if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe... I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking.
Yes.
It's like a captive audience.
Yes. My brain grows with every voice
The
that
entire world
enters it.
ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to... If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day. the world really
Indulge in
did
the
end last
voices,
time, didn't it?
Frankie.
We should be careful. For all we
Indulge
know, we
in the
just got lucky.
voices.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going...
I'm here, but I'm gonna lay down my bed and watch, so I won't be chatting as much. I hope you're enjoying the game, though. I think this game is amazing. I am enjoying this game. I do think it is fun. I'm going to lie.
No, I can tell when you're lying, right?
Hey.
Please take this seriously. I am begging.
No, that's cheating.
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult. Let's keep an open mind.
Well, let's go to the cabin.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space.
Okay.
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table. The blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Let's grab him out the window. He's right.
We're taking the knife.
Whoa.
Have you seen this place? I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with... you can't just say that. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess, and through that, and if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart.
I'm not afraid.
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose
If you
ourselves?
notice that the walls, you can't if you notice the walls, that's because you can't try that anymore, and that she was talking about things or paths being blocked.
Nothing,
I see.
because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly... I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at... Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and... Okay. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete... You walk up to the wall
one
next to the basement
outside.
door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Oh.
What are you talking? You reach forward and rub your... But there was a mirror, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see what... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get.
Yeah.
Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
What?
If the princess lives here, slaying her is her voice. A disquieting collage of tone and personality drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank... Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is... And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on... There'll still be plenty of ways.
Take the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or you concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you... And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, but no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Okay.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey.
Yeah.
Continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity.
Can I help you?
What the hell was that? What happened to it? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also... Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost my... You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was here. Hi, Jenna.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
That's
As
fair.
the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures.
Okay.
Where there was once just one of her, there is
There's
now
another.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details of you. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yeah. Sorry, wait, these are all 3 answers? Dude, it is Tennant.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
No, I'm
She
not.
fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more How would we even do that? Where would we always start by retreat? Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go. Well, that's where the blade is. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say, just... It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop.
What's your name?
Princess. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honor if... It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
That's fair.
None of them have names. How astute.
Well, for all I know, the reason you walked up here...
Is this a quiz? If you're here, then surely you know why I'm... But you know, right? You have to know.
You're the only
You're the
person.
only other person I've ever seen.
Oh.
Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Okay, we got girl boss, suicidal.
Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And
Creepy.
the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Okay, that's the first
Okay,
one.
this was fun for a
that-
bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can
That's
we?
the first one that should have
What's the point of
told me that
asking
she was going to end the
questions if
world.
all we're going to get is a million answers. Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
Well,
We need to
this
get out
is
of here.
this is
whole
the sad
place is making
one.
me itch.
This is the girl boss. This is the evil, and this is the I don't know, moody.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. I just want to live my life. I'm not going to dance for you.
Well, I didn't ask you to do that.
already know what I'm going to do.
If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction.
Yeah,
It's
too.
infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press?
There's a lot of
Whose
buttons.
skin is there for us to get under?
There's a lot of skin. You lack
Not
perspective.
exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse.
Well, I like
this is
it.
reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been... Just do something. Do anything.
Well, I can only do everything. Smiles.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
I do it all.
You can feel
I'm
yourself
him.
rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
5.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable... But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all.
Sorry, fixing the camera, trying to. I'm a little bigger now.
Falls apart?
Woo! Bam. Okay.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage
The
this.
narrator
were we?
disappears again.
What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back?
We should help her. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Amen.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
All right.
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
Hi again, mirror.
This doesn't. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't.
Gaze into the reflection. I want to see how beautiful I've become. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. That mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Ooh. You have withered. Yeah, I'm looking a little sloppy. A little sloppy jalopy. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Okay.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Look, lady, you've got a lot of flattering words.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. I am everything that you have known me to be.
Okay. Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not
Okay.
mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening, bro? Have you figured out what you want? Have you figured out what you'll want when you're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for.
Our awakening.
Our awakening.
Okay.
I care about your gifts,
I have no
but I have
preference.
no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
It's fair, it's fair.
The tides do not dictate where they... My gift to you is to let you choose.
How many more
We
buses?
will know when we near our destination.
Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go pee real fast. I'm gonna think about what the fuck just happened. What the hell? Ooh-wee mama. Ooh-wee. Okay.
You're here to slay her. That's the spirit.
Alright, well, let's try to just kill her, I guess. We haven't
You
done
make
that
your
one
way up
yet.
the short path. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
We haven't tried to just straight up murder her yet, so...
The interior of
take the blade. Into the basement.
the door to the... Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Hey, I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
No. Step
You
forward.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use. So, you should just drop it. Bet.
She's unarmed. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife?
I'm not dropping the
then
blade.
I'm not talking to you.
Alright. Squint.
you stare at the princess, she squints back. The two of you are gonna do this for...
Squint harder.
Squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep...
Slay the princess.
Charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your
Gosh,
severed
darn
carotid
it.
artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before,
Finish your
with
job.
the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together,
Oh.
rapidly bleeding out.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. Do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
No.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
And you
die.
I die a lot, huh? The razor.
You're on a you're here to I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't
That's
kill
the
you.
gore. That's
People
gore
don't
of
just
my
spring
comfort
back to life
character.
after dying, and the two
Yeah.
of us are meeting for the very first. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep
All
it
right,
that
new
way.
voice.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked.
Stabbed to death. Well, you won't have to worry about.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't.
And she did
Turns
have a
out
knife.
She did, because when we charged her,
She stabbed
started
us.
stabbing us to death.
Stabbing is. She stabbed us
Calm
once.
down. I assure you, she has no weapons.
Oh my
so there's no reason to
goodness.
fear her. You were.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning.
Yeah,
you
shut the fuck
Couldn't
up.
be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we?
We know what to look out for. This. Just stay focused.
All right. I know there's a knife. I know she's a wicked biatch.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a
Okay.
pristine. The blade is.
I want to go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about?
Yep,
Now it's gone.
yep.
Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us.
You take the.
It feels a bit.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured
Bro,
slats look as if
what
they've been
is
torn
this
from their
place?
source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
Yeah,
If the
she's
princess
sharpening
lives
her
here,
big
slaying her would
axe.
probably be doing her.
That's right. Scraping.
That sound could be anything. It's
Could
probably
be-
just her
it could-
chains
it could
dragging
be.
across the floor. I am. Her grating voice.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
There is something so.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess
wait, you can
comes
just get
into
out of
view,
here, bro.
Her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe.
Come on now, we're not falling for that,
Hey,
are
put
we?
that devious
She's
smile
trying to trick
away.
us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
If I get closer, you're gonna stab me, aren't you?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't
You're right. Yep, that was
stab
silly.
you.
That was silly of
I
me.
am just a sweet, innocent princess, and you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely
Wow,
zero
sweat,
doubts
sweat.
that she is going to stab.
She certainly feels. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean. But you know who is armed? But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right.
A knife? What are you talking? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's really out for blood.
Dude, she has a fucking... Prove
It
it
would
then.
be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have.
Hey.
It's practically zero.
Take those hands out from behind your back. Screw it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Nothing of a threatening woman.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours. Hers, at first. Then yours.
Yep.
He.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
It's a sword. She didn't have a knife.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
What the fuck?
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that.
Oh, I've never got a chapter 3 before.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over... What? The interior of the cabin is sharp. I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option
Oh, there's
anymore.
more voices this
We
time?
have to fight. Good. It's better that
Oh,
way.
there's so
Without a
many
fight, No one
voices.
can win, and if no one can win, then not great. So obviously you've already been here. This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes. That can't be right. That's too much response. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Alright, stubborn.
Let's just stay focused. The only furniture of note is a bent metal. We
Yeah,
take
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me. This feels right. That's right. We've got to be able to win. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how? Oh, you walk through the door, but there isn't a door. There isn't a mirror. I can feel the air coming up from behind. If it's in our way,
Approach the
make
mirror.
your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. And the mirror's gone. It was never there. Let's just get to the
Just
princess
an
already. I
illusion.
didn't care about the mirror before. Yes, it's time for us to see her. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
I like the voice of the stubborn. He's very
You step
goblin-esque.
forward.
Ooh, it's a
You don't
slide.
get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic. An unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she... Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters... Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it.
That's
You
right.
just need... Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Isn't the stubborn in the room? Isn't stubborn in the room with us now?
Plenty bad
Yes.
has come of it.
Stubborn,
You've left at least one
stubborn,
entire world to
hunted,
ruin.
cheated,
People there
narrator,
murdered.
hero. Catch up. There's 5.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
I disagree with
Your
that.
internal
Oh,
bickering is cut
Jesus
short by the wet
Christ.
sound of slicing
I'm gonna
meat.
pretend. I'm
The
gonna pretend
princess's
this is what
arms erupt
schizophrenia is
twin
like.
blades
It is.
glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
We're going to appeal to her authority. We're going to unkindly surrender. That's easy. I'm gonna flirt with her. She has swords in her arm. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? All the ideas suck. Try to think something better.
That's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh?
Bold
You
strategy.
don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room. She skewers you. Ow. What a surprise. Yeah. We don't even get a second to
That's
think
definitely a
without her
rough
stabbing
hand
us.
job.
Oh, a new one of us.
Skeptic.
I thought that only happens when we die.
6.
Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now, this is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things for the princess advance. Okay. Whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. Yeah, I'll pass as long as we keep moving.
Come on.
Okay, plan. Now.
Look, she wins by killing us. Let's beat her to it and kill ourselves. It doesn't work. She kills you again and again. Your memory blurs, consciousness leads from life to life, surprising snippets, conflicting or transcending.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get...
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Compliment her on those gleaming blades.
Yes.
There's nothing
Yes.
better than a capable woman.
Smitten his back.
Skewers you.
You're cute.
Oh,
Doesn't
thank
matter
you.
how many times this takes. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. She skewers
I haven't
you.
even found paranoid yet.
No, you don't get to escape. That's...
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop
Haven't found
feeling
cold
what
yet either.
She skewers you.
Ooh,
He's back.
Not bad.
We're getting close to... You're right. One last time. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure.
Haven't
she'll
gotten
listen to
opportunities yet either.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 4.
You're on a... Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll... Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it?
I'm back
We're
now.
up here, which is different,
I'm going...
and different is good.
I'm just gonna
And our
be
steel
in
claw is
the
already in
hour
our
8-minute place. Welcome back.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out over my dead body?
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hand? Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been about? You stick to describing things. Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final. Fine by me. You walk to the door. It's more of a slide. Fine. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the...
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself, but I guess we're not done. I got something ready for you while you were gone. I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you.
Are you gonna say what she does? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say, really?
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears.
She's a robot.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls.
Oh, there's a
All that
heart, though.
remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats.
Are you ready for what comes next?
How are you talking?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Oh yeah, man.
Yes.
Behold the perfect
the
one.
perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating. That's all she. This is fake. This is all. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How?
This is all just a sick.
We're screwed.
This
All right,
is all
look. What just happened?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through the inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but her blows finish his arc, and you've already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, and you feel her entering a rhythm, free of thought, free of self. There is only the dance, the even flow, the shifting of tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your heart pounds, the faster the momentum volleys between you. Endlessly building a crescendo and then an opening. The blades strike freely of volition, and her strikes too. Both strike lethally, neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces.
Frank, you've recommended this game for so long because the glimpse of my twisted dark reality.
Short and violent and full of
blood.
passion.
I'm
But all of
lost.
those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find?
There's trees and stars and there are people, I think. At least they're supposed to be people. Do you think there's anything real out there? Do you think that we're real?
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's
Winter, you
day.
good?
They are not like us.
Winter's
They do not
Day!
last. We are real.
Nothing,
Nothing
an
is an
idea.
idea that dwells in the absence of something.
Like, that's true, I
But
guess.
nothing cannot exist on its own.
That's also true, I
because of
guess.
Nothing can't exist.
I mean, yeah, you can't do nothing, I guess.
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy.
I stubbed my toe. I'm a different man
She
now.
will make for an indomitable heart. Do
Abominable.
not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
No, he probably needs to take his meds or something.
If I did, I would already be awake.
It's fair. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but some of them is something else. I call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have a vessels had one?
No.
Their thoughts are quiet.
Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know that for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. When I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does. And when I'm going to find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to... He does, but you're going to kill yourself.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
What meds do you take? I can guess what disorder. I can guess what disorder you have. What is happening in your timeline at the moment? Well, I had a bunch of voices in my head, and I was fighting this blade woman. And then now I'm talking to the long quiet or whatever. One more vessel.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular.
You got the guess.
A final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there anything that me to bring you? If there's a last stage for completion and I'm not going back, I'm just gonna stay here.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I am ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay.
You're here.
What is happening? I need to find one more vessel. Nothing's wrong being a farty boy.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore him.
What haven't I done? Wait, can chat read people? Wait, can chat read people not in their watching timeline?
And the floor and walls are
I don't
painted in
know.
a fine layer of dust.
As long as you
The only
trust
furniture
them, that's what
remote
counts. I
is
wish
a
I
plain
farted more,
wooden
it's
table.
funny.
Perched
Yes,
on that table
is like
is a
Swords or
pristine
something.
blade.
Yes, he is like Swords or something. Farts are not funny. Farts are really funny. Jenna does
The
not
blade
like when
is
I
your
fart. And I fart a lot. I'll let you know, chat room. I fart a lot, and my farts are loud, and occasionally they are quite stinky. My farts are the funniest farts, bro. One time I was sitting there and I farted. I was sitting on the floor and I farted, and it rumbled. It rumbled across the floor. The house shook. It was powerful. That's funny. The stinkier the fart, the funnier the fart is. Especially if you're in a car and I lock the windows and you can't roll it down. That's the funniest fart. Loud and stinky. Okay. What do I have to do? I need another voice in my head. I can never trust my farts. It's a hard life. That's pretty funny then. Thank you. Hello?
The door to the
Hello,
basement, her voice
Shadow
softly
Sparrow.
carries up.
Hello? Is someone...
Is hypnotizing. Don't let
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me?
I see. You're
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
The queen was
There's a heavy
Rob's
chain around her
sword
wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. I am begging you to...
Hi. I can't believe... I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here. You're only making this more...
Thank you.
You're making a... No. You're doing the... You walk up to the chair, large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Doubtful.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt... Is someone else here? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight...
If I could just...
Yeah, she does this. I remember this. Let's slay the princess.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down.
Well, that was easy.
And plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the...
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's no...
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely an act. She's wounded and unarmed. I'm not so... Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she
I'm in the
lunges at
damsel
your
part
legs
before
with
he
the
gets
same
in the
animal
cabin.
ferocity she used to tear at her
I know
arm.
nothing this game or like how many endings it's freaking gotten. I don't even know anymore. Majority are really scripted. I don't know.
Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips it. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival.
Slay
Though
the
your nerves are
princess.
seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself. We can still turn this around.
Oh, I'm gonna save. I don't want to kill her, but I'll do it. That's what giving up gets
Are
me.
you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade
You
falls
should look
from
at
your
the game
trembling
called
hands and
Audios.
clatters you, the princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating. Her shining eyes watch you from the dark. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place.
After all this time alone, I thought...
This is the end. Before you can answer, everything goes
I bled
dark.
out and died. Suddenly it was a bit more emotional. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Yeah.
Oh, she will lie. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse?
I already had the
Don't see
hunted.
why that mattered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. That's a very maybe.
I didn't really want the hunted, but that's fine.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous.
Very
and
different
dilapidated.
gameplay-wise,
It
dialogue
feels like
choices
no one's
that
lived
change the
here for a
story.
long time. The blade.
I want to look at the mirror. Look at me, I'm so beautiful. Just
now it's
kidding, there's
gone.
no mirror.
You take
I
the blade
cry
from
every
the
time I play it, and I beat it in 2 hours max. Okay.
The air seeping. She growls.
I can
She sounds almost impatient. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides. Seemingly, the jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush. Remember, she is certainly not... You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring
I can hear your heart pounding
Hi.
from the bottom of the stairs.
I see her, she's right
Fletchling.
there.
I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spears, shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion. In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Brother Bear, what the fuck happened to you?
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still me.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining... So she's cut off our escape.
You cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling.
At least she's upfront about her and...
I want to swallow you whole.
Okay, yeah, that's
and
fair.
I will
Okay, that's
get
fair.
what I want. You.
Don't ask her what she wants. Is that all the advice you have? She's just a princess. She is clearly not. She's coiling for another strike. We're on the back foot. The back foot keeps us nimble. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills. There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to I guess that's it then. Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't. You are in a dark and caustic place.
I got bored.
Fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering...
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. Her chains.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of...
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can...
Does that work? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation... You still have that steel claw. Tear through her. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to live... That is a bad thing.
Spin me out or I'll kill myself.
So very, very patient.
Okay. Then I'm going to...
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you...
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slough from raw muscle.
The cage is still locked. I acted on my will, fledgling.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to...
The cage is still...
You slice again, deeper, rooting through her meat with the tip of your blade, until her blood pulling returns to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the kitchen door. Your flesh screams as you're ready.
You can't hold me. You threaten me, but you can't hold...
Okay.
So your body is dissolving, eroding into unrecognizable shapes. Your
I don't
will
like the
drives it
noise.
forward. We're too late, aren't we? This isn't survive. No, it's something better.
So you found a way to kill me. Then we'll die together. And I will see you again.
Wow, I come back at the
soon.
worst time. Yeah.
With those prophetic words, at least you've saved the world.
Wild. I don't like this version.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and his gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the place.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. That's not...
Oh, I've become the
That's not the
landscape.
princess.
That's pretty cool.
Is it? Oh no. I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have...
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? Can she hear us if we...
I can hear everything.
Okay, so
little one.
now the princess can
But you
hear
don't
the
have to be
narrator.
afraid of me. There's
This is what we
no
wanted, right? We
place
wanted her to be
where
able to
you
hear the
end
narrator.
and I begin. Nothing can hurt you.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, I like that. I don't feel so small anymore when you put it like that.
That's because you aren't small, even if you act that way. We're both so much more together than we were apart.
Oh, you're right.
And we can be so much more still.
You're not mad at us for stabbing you in the heart?
No. Are you mad at me for swallowing?
Nah, not really. It all seems
Hey,
so
opportunist.
petty right
I
now.
like him.
She ate you.
That's alright. I
And now
stabbed
you're convinced
her.
that you're stuck together.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't.
I'm not watching you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed. She's the only one who poses a threat to the
The
world. She's trying to make
narrator
you
is
go
the
along with it.
evil one in
You
the
don't have to enable
story.
her, especially when you have what it takes
The
to stop.
princess is the good one.
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now.
That's true.
There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
She's trying to use you.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
everything she's done,
I feel like
you
you're
should be
the
able
one
to
who's
see
been
that.
using here, buddy.
I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you... You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. We just need to find the right place to be at the right time.
Hey, you know what? Amen, brother.
You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended, even in rebirth. What is he going on about? What does he know? You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
I just need to find it. These are my veins.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you.
That's okay. I think that's okay.
This place will fall apart before you find its end.
Nuh-uh. That sounds
This
like
task,
someone who's about to
whatever
get
it is,
owned.
all he has are words, and words. That's right. I know a loser when I see one.
I can hold us together for a little while.
I trust you.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
Uh-oh. I find something smooth and cool, gently buckles. The crack under pressure of your constitutions flutters against it.
Move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. I think it's too late for that.
I'm at your side.
Shatter the cage!
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of the breaking glass. For a moment, she gazes through the tiniest hole in the world and place you need to be.
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Amen.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are.
And then it's
Where did
gone.
it go? Why is everything so cold?
You never get a chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
And there's that.
You approach the mirror.
If they think it's bad,
They feel small and distant as you approach. Reflect into your gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror will always make them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Whoa! But that's... Whoa! Sorry, you can't be nothing. You're fused. You refocus your gaze and see yourself a figure, faint, veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image into two. And then another crack forms and another, turning the glass into jagged shards. So you're the narrator.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how...
What are you? Something like
Oh,
me?
I'm nothing like you. I'm
Okay.
Neville. Likely one
Okay,
of many.
buddy.
Somebody made you after all, and I'm... Of course. That is by both necessity and this construct you're in exists in many places at once. But you'll be awake soon. Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that...
I like the princess.
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you.
Okay.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I'm the long quiet? Buddy, there's so many questions here.
By slaying the princess, once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp.
As a god, I always knew it was special.
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature
But
is why I had to
transformation
die,
is a good
for she
thing,
becomes
no?
that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Yeah, you're bad.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. My time is up. It's
Bye,
like I said,
narrator.
I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
Bye, narrator. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself in a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast, nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. After all of this is you. You arrive at the heart of things. There's no final vessel to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
I guess you're still being killed by Razor, right? He's going through the stranger for now. I guess you guys are still being killed by Razor, right? No.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
How'd you miss me? I missed you too. I missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Alright.
Names are their attempts to capture that cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What
Ever
happens?
the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Okay.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning Of course I have a say in all of this.
You and I.
You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. If I let you out, the entire world ends for good. I can't do that. You were always going to come at this point. Was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what rose? Here, wait, let me save. Let me save RQ.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten me, a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I begin? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you...
Boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts or not you. Alive.
You learn to put yourself away. And in your stillness, you rose. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives.
Bro, what the fuck is happening?
All so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could.
My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end. And there is no end. There is only the flood of bodies. There is only the flood of bodies. You hold. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief, we can be everything again. We can.
Without the contrast of pain, pleasure is muted, made dull by the assurance that it will always be. A song that is only sweet is a pale horizon that never falls. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, but the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever, consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Time you spent away from me is still time spent in reference to me. Even then, both of us are more than our bodies.
Why can't we both just be chill vibers together, you know?
Am I not in the cabin? Am I not... A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you, only with both of us is there a future.
I wouldn't be here if I destroyed you. Destroying you would leave all reality a colorless blur.
You place far too much trust into the ravings of a fearful and ignorant soul who oversteps his bounds.
The clash between you abates and you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only. There is no constant. There, open your eyes and accept what we...
Let's just do another save real fast.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation. You feel a sensation in your limbs you couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but a twisted crumple and bound agonizing tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of a construct pressing in on you, conflicting you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. It does not yield.
I love you.
I love you too. I'm still tiny, bro. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no worlds, no thoughts to desire. Absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Just like it always has been, and just like it always will be.
You step forward into the thousands of dawns and thousands of sunsets, of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just you have always been, and just as you always will be. Through conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone. The two of you will never know fear, and you and she are finally home. This was not... That was not what I was expecting. I can say that with confidence. I want to check the Steam page. Okay, wait. I want to see what happens if I destroy her. Okay, that happens if I destroy her. Slay the princess.
Now you think you can destroy me.
You don't have to face her alone.
Thank you, voice of hero.
of them, they're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you.
It's time to resume our...
She's relentless, isn't she? Then let's go.
Oh shit. Sorry everybody. You didn't miss much.
And here we are. I'd say we were back. Do you... It's just us. I think the rest of... No blade it is. Have you given up on this?
We both know.
It sounded just like... And down we go. We shouldn't keep...
And there you are, hands empty. And here I thought you wanted to kill me. Are you? Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
It's so good to see you again.
Right back at you. In a way, it hasn't been much time at all, but it feels like it's been forever since I've seen you. Thanks for coming back.
I'm sorry for all the times I've hurt you.
The first time we met, I literally beat you to death with my bare hands. But still, I appreciate it.
You know, when she...
I don't know. I'm a part of her, I think. But she's seen so much more than we have. Like, she's seen everything, right? I don't think I could hold all of that without losing myself. I don't think you could either. I'm the same princess that's been with you since the beginning. But I also feel like I'm a lot more than I was then. We've been through a lot together. I don't think there's anything more real than that.
Okay.
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Oh.
You know what? Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the...
There's an energy of silence, electricity of anticipation unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls and the eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no port to play anymore. She knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door, pulling you excitedly with her.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting,
okay.
Really. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad.
Love you.
I love you too. But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all
Okay, so I think these are all just endings. So I think I'm just gonna look up Slay the Princess. Who ending? Okay, so there is no true ending. All the endings. Okay, let's look at them. Good ending. How to get it? Oh. I got that one. I had that one. You know what? I'm happy with the ending. Of the 5, I like that one the best. You should try Nightmare Route. Slay the Princess. Nightmare Route. Whoa. Okay. I'll do the Nightmare Route. Okay. Did I enjoy? Yeah, it was really fun. I did enjoy. I'm going to do the Nightmare Route now. But yeah, it was a very cool game. Oh shit. How do I... Shit. Turn the main menu. New game. Okay, let's try to do this Nightmare map real fast.
You're on up.
Hey.
You make your way up the short award.
Right before a fight starts, after walking upstairs to get the knife, or by talking to her only to tell her you'll lock her away. Any of these will lead to her escaping, you dying. Okay, hold on.
The door to the
So I have the knife? No. Continue downstairs.
You walk down the stairs. I am begging.
Hi. Okay.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being...
So I'm the only one who likes.
One way or another? I'm going, but if you don't...
You have to make...
Lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is some kind of... It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just...
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh yeah?
You turn your back to the princess.
Watch me.
Make your way back.
Fine. Turn your back on me, but it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for...
Slip these chains?
No.
She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the... You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Oh yeah, this table is gonna keep her locked in.
We can make this work. You settle in against the far wall. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
No
not
way,
like this little
girlfriend.
doll will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my...
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did. And you don't know the kind of enemy you've...
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No.
I think this wooden door will be fine. I'm gonna go to
Ignore
sleep.
her. Maybe the banging and wailing will... You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against... You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
No.
The ruckus has stopped.
Wait.
Where is she?
Wait. The door opens that way and we put a table in front of it? Are we dumb?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws, it isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change.
So helpless. I can take my time with you.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in
Hey, your
curiosity
eyeballs are
as you
looking
feel your
pretty
organs
big right now,
shutting
buddy.
down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you.
Cheapers,
You don't look
creepers.
well.
Where'd
A
you
little
get those
green around the
peepers?
gill. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end.
It can't be. This can't. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark, and you.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
Nightmare.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, should I do Wrath or Moan of Clarity? Nah, let's go with Wrath.
You're hit. Shut up. The blade is your. Hold on. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together.
All of
the
you?
princess
Who's
has
the other
not
voice?
already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. You reach down. Good. Steel.
Paranoia.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else?
Bomb.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. Those are the words of someone who knows. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you
More
of fresh
the
lightning
flip.
and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be her cruel and play.
I didn't think you'd come back.
Come back? You really don't remember, do you? You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped.
I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, you make your way to the bottom of the... As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended
Okay.
in nothingness.
Yeah.
A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky... She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for... Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the... Excuse me. I'm being incredibly reasonable.
Yeah, I agree
You're the
with
one
the
who's
hero
just
guy.
matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary... We're going to die down here. Please stop saying that.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go...
You decide it's best.
There you are.
Whoa.
I told you I was going to...
As the princess approaches,
Hi.
your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with...
Your vision as your blood begins to coagulate. Heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function? And then experience stops once more as your body Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing... You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want? Or do you want... You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Lungs. Liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven your weapon is still in your hands. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. 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 Liver. Nerves.
Here, wait, let's save real fast.
Lungs. Liver.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not gonna try to kill you, so do your worst.
Are you serious? Heart.
Bing, bing.
You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to... Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's...
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Whoa.
You don't get the chance to see what, like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million
Wither and
stitches from a
bloom.
million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met. No.
Let me out.
Your existence, hurt,
What?
a lonely soul in a room by itself.
Let me out.
A reprieve, a good life, love, children,
Let me out.
diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger.
What?
No. What's...
Let me out.
This is all too much. You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
He does not respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you
Whoops.
soon.
Your body is dead, but you live on. That's a lot of chapters. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path. Shit. What? There was a princess, I think. You shouldn't know about the princess. We have to... No, that's the... Slay. Yeah. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We can't be unfeeling. Can we love to be... Why are there so many of us? This is bad. do that's no, he's not least I can say. Who cares?
Too many voices.
I want to hope we'll get you. Oh, as the
Whoa, there's a lot of people here.
Congratulations, you continue. This is the everything. We're so small. I don't think. Just I can't find. Well, it right.
Feelers probe across the fiber reality extremities of consciousness and wrap themselves around you. You're no longer alone. Resistance fingers draws claws against the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you, of something empty. I crawl inside something shaped like me. Urgency. The only story you need to finish is the only way you need to escape this place. Force pushing against your will, you cannot go back, not there. Regret, this world is broken beyond repair, we must weave something new. Wagging a finger, there's only so much thread. Do not waste it as our only salvation.
You're on a path, you're here.
Okay. Well, that's enough of that game. Cool game. Cool game. I got the good ending. I got the ending I wanted to get. Whew, that's a very cool game. It's a very good visual novel. More, yeah, visual novel. Not really a game, but a very, very cool visual novel. 97 achievements is crazy. I got 24 of the 97 achievements in this game. And I didn't get like rare ones. The frog. There's so many endings. True Love's Kiss. And there's 20 hidden achievements. Woo! Cool game. Wow. That was a cool game. And Jenna's not on? Playing Animal Jam? Oh my god. Okay, I gotta turn off these lights before I lose my mind, chat. I'm sorry. Oh, that's so much better. Ooh. Oh. Dude, I need to turn off all my lights. Alright, chat. I'm gonna call it there for the night. It was a good stream. It was a really popular stream. We had like a bunch of people. We have 82 views on this stream. So 82 people came in. Ending stream? Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream. Cause I don't know what the plan is. And my head hurt. No, my head doesn't hurt. I'm tired. I've been staring at my computer screen all day. I've been editing and working on stuff all day, so good stream. Thanks. It was a cool game. It was a pretty cool game in the end. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I probably will. I'll probably try to stream tomorrow night. But it'll probably just be like Siege or something. That's all I've got. The Magic the Gathering unboxing video will be up soon. Rest up, Frankie. Have a good fun stream. Thank you. But yeah. Catch you guys on the flip side. See you soon. If not Sunday, then Monday night we'll be playing something. Don't know what. But probably stream on Sunday. Trying to stream more just to get them hours up, you know. But yeah. Alright, well. Good night, everybody. See you.